paramedics have picked up a young Irishman who's been drinking with his mates and come out on the losing end of a fight. After throwing a punch, he's managed to throw out his shoulder.
Yep, that's me. Over 10 years ago in Australia, and this whole era of my life is what got me interested in taxes and insurance. Because if this had have happened here in America instead of Sydney, Australia, I would have been medically bankrupt before I ever...
Dislocated that same shoulder before?
Yep, dislocated in the past for the exact same injury, throwing a punch.
Sorry, Gavin, just having a look at your arm,
No,
mate.
you're alright, you're alright.
Have you had any surgery to it?
No.
So, just a quick bit of context here before I let this one play out. This was the second time of many that my shoulder came out, and I did end up getting the surgery. First time was a year prior. I was fighting on a train, threw a punch, missed, threw the shoulder out. This time I found out afterwards that it was the bouncer or security guard of the King's Cross Hotel in King's Cross, Sydney, who threw me out, grabbed my shoulder, twisted it, popped it out after I got beat up.
Can we cut that shirt? Is that alright?
I'd rather you didn't. I can take it off if you want. Like,
You might have to do some serious
Take
nappy
it all
sanding to
off.
get that blood out, but
is there clotted blood?
there's a lot of blood, but you could try soaking.
Oh Jesus, I'm
Good shirt?
destroyed.
Bit of clarity.
Aside from ruining his favourite shirt, he's also done a great job on his face.
Is your nose normally that swollen? Probably not. Just look this way for me. Not this way.
Am I still sneezing blood?
Not anymore.
It wouldn't
Any
be
pain in the
broken.
face?
No. I've
What
no
about your
pain
teeth?
on it,
Clench them together, do they feel normal?
Teeth are grand.
Yeah? Okay.
It's shoulders in an awful bad way.
No pain down here anywhere?
No pain anywhere.
Little
No.
kick there? No? Beautiful.
I don't have a broken nose,
A
do I?
bit swollen.
Swollen like it's. Can you tell if it's broken from your point of view? No.
Pointing the right way at least.
Yeah, it's not off to a direction.
Lovely. At least it's not pointing the wrong way.
He's definitely been hit in the face, as you can see by his swollen nose, but he hasn't blacked out. He was awake the whole time, could remember everything, so it's not too much of a worry regarding the head injury.
First, Carly needs to get his history, and it's a colourful one.
What did they do for your previous shoulder when it
The last time I dislocated my shoulder,
Yeah.
you sound like an asshole here. I was on a train and ended
Yeah.
up in a fight, and I threw a punch and missed, and threw my shoulder out and got a hiding by maybe 6 people.
Did you have to go to hospital and have it put back in the last time?
Actually, I'd done a Mel Gibson and I really did throw it in off the wall, and it worked.
Did you try that again tonight?
I did actually. Had a few people pull the arm, but then I realised it came out from the other side this time. This is underneath, dislocate. Last time was above, and it worked. It's not unpainful.
But while the lethal weapon method of relocation works on the screen, it's not a recommended medical procedure.
You can actually cause a lot more damage by doing it. It's not an easy job to put the shoulder back in, and you're at bigger risk of hurting more and for the shoulder to dislocate a lot more in the future.
Before she can give him any pain relief, Carly needs to know how much alcohol he has on board.
How much would you say you've had to drink tonight, Gavin?
15 points.
15 pints. Yeah. Good job.
While the alcohol can dull the pain, it can often enhance the patient's story.
No, I'm not the guy that's going to start a fight, but I turned around and was broke up instantly. And then I threw a punch back and missed again and threw my shoulder out. And of course then I had no hope. What you going to do with one bad arm? You're going to get lobbed around. That's what happens.
With the alcohol beginning to wear off, the patient is really starting to feel the pain.
Yeah, I don't even drink anymore. Back then, as a pig, 15 pints wasn't even that crazy to think about. I'm blessed. I got all this out of my system in Australia. I think at that time, the Irish government had a deal with Australia to pay for retards like me. 7 times in 3 years my shoulder came out before they gave me the surgery. Each with its own ridiculous story. I had a few overnight stays in hospital. Working with sheet metal ductwork, I got a few bad cuts that needed stitches. Got some shit in my eye that started to rust, so that could have been really bad. What's up, girl? Yeah, I got some shit in my eye that started to rust. That could have been really bad. That needed to be surgically taken out. It was a fucking head clamp and an eyeball drill. That was pretty rough. Point is, I didn't pay for any of that. In America, that's all easily over $100,000 worth of medical bills, even if you have some types of insurance. That can't stop you from ever starting a business, or it can cripple your business growth. I've built my company on the education of insurance and taxes. Life insurance, health insurance, and tax preparation. For standard use and for business strategies. What's up, girl? Taxes and insurance are a game, and your system does not teach it to you, but it doesn't stop you from playing that game either.
Get something, you know.
We're just getting you organised now, Gavin. We're trying to get your bed, get a doctor to see you, organise you something for the pain as well.
I'm for pain, just put my shoulder back in.
Coming up, the feisty Irishman worries about losing his looks.
My nose isn't broken though, is it? It feels like it's halfway across my face.
A 21-year-old Irishman was meant to be having a quiet night at home. Instead, he joined some mates for a drink, and after 15 pints, ended up with a dislocated shoulder.
Supposed to be home by maybe 12, 1 o'clock. As you can see, that's not gonna happen anyway.
Dr. Anthony Van Ash checks out the injured shoulder.
Hi, my name is Anthony, one of the doctors. Can I just have a quick look there?
Yeah, alright.
Can you feel me touching you there? Yeah. It's not numb there?
No, alright.
Can you move your fingers at all?
I can move everything,
Good.
yeah.
Excellent, it's okay. Seems to be dislocated again indeed. I can feel the step. Okay. So you didn't really fall on it, did
No,
you?
it
It was
didn't
basically
fall.
from...
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, so it probably won't be broken, it will be just dislocated.
No, it's not broken.
Righto. Okay, we'll take some x-rays and I will see if you can pop it back in.
Is there any way you can put it in before you do the x-ray?
Yes, that's something else we can do.
Yes,
Absolutely.
please, because I can feel it hanging there. It's
Good.
not back in anyway.
No, it doesn't look back in. No. So what we'll do is we'll pop a little drip in your arm and give you something for the pain. Right?
He's going to need some sedation to put him to sleep because it is a painful thing to do. So we'll have a look, see how we need to do it, give him some sedation and then relocate it. You can't do that if they're awake because as you move the shoulder, the patient will jump and move and thrash about and you need them to be completely still for it to be done properly.
My nose isn't broken though, is it? It feels like it's halfway across my face.
So we're going to give you some propofol that can sting in your arm. It's basically something to pop you asleep.
Propofol is a short-acting hypnotic agent, which means that the Irishman will be awake again in 15 minutes, and he won't have much of a hangover, except possibly an alcohol one.
So basically just actually put a little bit of traction on the arm and try to lift it up at the same time. And you just feel a little pop and then it goes back in. It's back in. Yeah. All right. So that was enough, just a little bit of traction and vertical uplifting and then basically just the shoulder is back in. So it doesn't need a lot. So it's important now actually that we keep the shoulder nicely immobilized for a couple of days at least. So he'll get a sling from us. It's all done.
Once he's fully awake, Anthony will assess his other injuries.
Need to have a good look at his face as well. I think it will be all quite okay, but it doesn't say that there's any significant pain to the facial bones. He obviously had a nosebleed after he was punched, but his nose seems pretty swollen, but it's not deviated to one side. It's all finished. You're in hospital, it's all okay, it's all okay. Probably will need a bit more pain relief. He will need to wear a sling for at least a week and then see a physiotherapist as an outpatient to get some exercises for the shoulder. He's a young man with a second shoulder dislocation now. He might need an operation at some stage.
What started out as a quiet night has ended in a busted shoulder, a bruised nose, and a ruined shirt.
So you got some happy drunks, you got some sad drunks, you got some funny drunks, and you also get some very angry drunks. It's actually been quite fun and entertained us for the night, which we like.
Kept them entertained for the night. I like that. It is strange seeing yourself beat up, vulnerable, especially when I seen it first on TV in Australia. It was pretty interesting. Lucky I got all that out of my way in Australia, because if that had been in America, I would have been medically bankrupt before I was able to get started, before I could ever start a business. I always knew you could use life insurance for your business, use health insurance for your business, but I was going to use that after I started a business, which I failed at. Starting fitness businesses, was growing food, tried to design a few websites, Shopify stores, things like that. Failed at it all. Till I got to America and I got licensed to sell life insurance. I got licensed to sell health insurance. Recently, I got licensed to prepare taxes. So I understand the game now. It is a game. Insurance and taxes are a game in this country, and you're not taught. Your system doesn't teach it to you. It doesn't stop you from playing that game either. I think everyone should have your business. Once you start having kids, you can employ your kid. You can get them policies. You can set their future up. The future we're faced with seems like it's going to be pretty crazy. The world is pretty crazy as it is right now. I try not to pay attention to it anymore. I used to a lot. It used to kind of stress me out what was going on in the world. I don't care anymore. Once you know your own future is secured, then it doesn't matter. But what's the world going to be like in 5 years' time when it's this crazy right now? Understand the game, the financial game. Get yourself protected, get your family protected. So, content that I'm going to be focusing on is educational content about life insurance, about health insurance, and about taxes. It's not just standard life insurance, health insurance. It's strategies about how to use it to secure your future. With the content I'm doing, I'm going to try not to use AI as much as possible. I use it every day for working, but for videos, I don't like AI videos. AI is like trying to dig a hole with a spaceship. It's incredible. I don't like AI videos, so I'm going to have to shoot the videos myself for the content. I've come up with this financial security quiz. Find out exactly where you're at. It's a fun quiz, it's cool, shows you a few different things, you'll gain some knowledge, you'll enjoy it. Takes 3 minutes, it's a free quiz, you'll get your free financial security playbook at the end of the quiz. I put a lot into that security playbook. It's everything. It's all the advanced strategies for insurance, for health insurance, for taxes, all the tax codes. It's a lot. It's a free ebook. You get it at the end of doing the quiz. You can get a hard copy if you want. If you just want to download the free ebook, that's fine. Thank you for watching. Follow along for more tips, more insights on strategies on insurance and taxes, things like that. I have some other videos on YouTube, just some travel videos. YouTube channel I set up a while ago, but I'm going to use that, so the videos are up there. I'm just going to start using that channel for now. Follow along for more. Thank you.